All you
you.
gotta do call his phone and say, "Man, is you
I
ducking these niggas?"
ain't got his number. I ain't got his number, so I
I,
can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
I don't know. I don't know what he doing. And then you got to think like this though, bro. A lot of time niggas be in contracts where it's a certain amount of fights, so it's options be on the table ahead of time. So sometimes people got to get past 2-3 fights in order to fight. What we never know what's already in their contract or who they contracted to fight. Neither. You see what I'm saying? So we be on like, oh, he could fight him next, but what if the nigga had a 3-fight contract with something that's supposed to go this way? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that's why we ain't seeing, what I mean, the fights we want to see at the time we want to see them neither. Because we don't know who they contracted to fight. We just want them to fight right now.
So, in your opinion, Tank don't bear no responsibility for not finding the best.
Yeah, yeah. If he want to be the best, see, you got to think like this. What is the fighters in for? Is they in for the money, or they in to try to be want to prove they the best? And you
Well,
can tell,
we,
you can
we can
tell.
but we can only go off of what they tell us. So Tank
uh,
told us he in there for the money. Devin
Yeah,
is he in there
okay.
for legacy. So we can only go off of what they tell us.
All right, then we got to hold both of them niggas accountable. Is Tank making more money than Devin Haney making legacy? Now that's the next question.
No.
Who making the most?
Tank
$30 million to get a
Tank
legacy.
making more money. Tank making
Yeah,
more
he
money.
making more money than Devin Legacy. That them. All right, you go down with
Oh,
your name
okay,
in the
okay,
book.
okay. Hold on. Okay, cool. I ain't got no problem with it. Fine. Matter of fact, I will concede that point. I will concede it. For Tank's
Yeah,
biggest fight, if he's looking for the money fights,
yeah.
you telling me that from what we hearing the Pitbull Cruz rematch, right? One thing we're not hearing anything about him versus Devin. We're not hearing anything about him versus Shakur. We're not hearing even Lomachenko. We're not even hearing him versus the winner of Lomachenko and Kambosos. I think that'll be Lomachenko. We're not hearing none of that. But those are bigger money fights than anything that a Pitbull Cruz brings to the ring, anything that a Hector Garcia brings to the ring. These are bigger money fights. These are
I,
more.
I
These are
believe.
big names. These are bigger names, and they're more competent fighters, and they're closer fights. Even though I think Tank beats Lomachenko. I think it's a 50-50 fight with him and Devin, him a 50-50 fight
Mm.
with him and Shakur. You know what I'm saying? But I think that those are still big money fights if he really trying to make those fights. I don't think Tank want the smoke.
But you know what? Tank just went to jail, and he been sitting down chilling. And the way the sport of boxing goes, he might have a tune-up fight before any real fight anyway. And he could use that just for a reason to take one of them weak fights.
And guess what? Though? Hector Garcia was a tune-up fight. And when he signed the Hector Garcia fight, he also signed the Ryan Garcia fight at the same time. He put that was it was a two thing it was a two fights that he had back to back, both Garcias, and it came to fruition. Hector Garcia was the tune-up, Ryan was the money fight. Why he ain't giving none of these other fighters the same opportunity? Once again, Shakur. Once again, Devin. Why he ain't giving them that same opportunity?
He
I
he
doubt that
probably
Tank's
don't want
scared of
them
any of
niggas to
them.
get no money. Hey man, let me tell you something. When they fight Tank, that's gonna be the most money they ever got in their life.
So
Yep.
he hate, so he just gonna hate because he don't want to fight the best because he don't want them to get no
I,
money.
I don't know. I'm just giving out scenarios.
So
I don't know exactly why,
that's
but I'm
it.
just
That's
saying.
what
I
he said.
mean,
That
in
don't
this
mean because
situation,
I'm
Tank does
saying it
hold
don't
all the
mean it's
cards.
true. I'm
Okay,
just saying something. He probably don't want them niggas to get no money. Don't want them to get that big payday.
and I
They
apologize if I seem aggressive. I apologize. I love the sport, so I'm gonna talk my talk regardless. But go ahead. I apologize.
Nah, I think Tank hold all the cards here. Especially when he put more asses in the seat than any of those other fighters. I mean, that you gotta take that to consideration. But
yeah,
Hold on. Say that one more time.
now I was saying since Tank, he is the cash cow, so he does bring something to the table. Those other guys, they only bring belts to the table. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not true. That's not true. Excuse me. If we look at his last fights, right? And I can't speak on Shakur in this situation, but I can speak on Devin. When you have a Hector Garcia, a Ryan Garcia, a
Yep.
Pitbull Cruz, any of these dudes, they ain't never been on pay per view.
But look, this is what you have to take into consideration, though.
Devin
This,
just did, hold on. Devin just did his third fight. Well, really it's his fourth fight. I'm gonna say second because most people not gonna consider the Cambosis fights pay per view fights, even though they were pay per view in Australia. So a lot of people not gonna consider those. I ain't got no problem with it. Lomachenko was a pay per view fight, and
mhm.
now you just had Regis a pay per view fight. Devin has a better pay per view record than anybody taking them fault. So
No,
Tank
but see,
it.
this you have to
How
think
many
about.
sales did Devin sell? His highest pay per view.
We don't know what the Regis the Regis pay per view did. According to the numbers, the Lomachenko pay per view did somewhere between 1.5. Oh, excuse me, not 1.5, not 1.5. I apologize. 150,000 to 200,000. It did somewhere in that range. But the thing is if you look at any other pay per view that Tank done did outside of the Ryan pay per view, those numbers are very similar.
No, Tank did I think 250, 300,000. His highest.
With who? With who? With who?
I don't know, but
Exactly. You don't know.
I could look it up and it'll show me. I forgot who it was though.
Look,
But he
look,
did.
look that up. Look that up.
You got
Respect.
to think about it though. The Mexicans have the biggest fan base because they got a country behind them. And Cambosis, that was a big fight for Devin because he had a country behind him. I'm pretty sure this Regis fight did not do so well. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have a big fan base. Get me?
First off, the live gate it by itself. The live gate by itself. You know what I'm saying? They did 16,000, possibly 17,000 in Oracle Arena. You name outside of Tank, outside of Canelo, you name another fighter doing those type of numbers in the arena. You can't name the names because that's one of the biggest
You said outside of who?
outside of Canelo, outside of Tank.
Errol Spence.
I give you, and Errol did it in Cowboy Stadium, and I'm a Cowboys fan, so I give you credit for that. I do agree with that. I do agree.
Yeah, Errol Spence. Yeah, Errol Spence. Yeah,
Even
yeah.
so I do agree with that. I do agree with that. And so my apologies for being wrong, but you see where I'm going with the numbers as far
Absolutely.
as
Yeah.
what the live gates are, what the pay per view numbers are. That's always interesting to me because I don't know. It depends who report. Those numbers are interesting, but Ryan Garcia, the man ain't never sold more than 7 million, or excuse me, 7,000 in the arena. Devin done did twice that. He done did twice that number. Man, that's the fight we need to see. Tank should be sending that man an offer, bro. Like I just that's my perspective. He should be.
That is a money fight. And honestly, even as a Tank fan, I'm gonna give him some heat for this. He do need to step the competition up. That's just
Yeah,
what it
but
is.
he said he got 2 fights he want to fight, Devin and Shakur, and then he said he could retire. He been said that. Now, is he gonna fight him next? We'll see.
He'll beat
The
Shakur. I'm
only
sorry.
but the only way we gonna see those fights if Tank send the offer. Tank is the ultimate. And I ain't gonna hold you. I rock with Devin. I pick Devin to beat Tank. I don't pick nobody else to beat Tank. I pick Devin to beat him from 140 down. From 140 down, I pick Devin to beat Tank. That's the only person I beat. I think, but I want to see the fight. You feel me? I really want to see that fight. And so when I look at it, when I take a step back, I'm like, bruh, Devin ain't got shit for you as far as pay per views go, as far as numbers go. Devin ain't got shit for you. Send that man an offer, even if Tank would have sent the same 25% offer, the same offer, a 20% offer. I'm gonna be honest, a 20% offer. Devin accepted a 22% offer against Cambosis. So if Tank send you a 20% offer, I expect Devin to take it. I expect them to take it. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Okay.
when we go into rehydration and all that other kind of stuff, that gets into, I think that's a little more furrier. But as far as the money goes, man, send that man a 20% offer and try to make the fight happen. You gonna get your lion's share regardless, and he deserve it because he the A side. He the big Tank is possibly the face of boxing. We got to get that man
Hey,
credit.
hey,
Go
yo,
ahead.
true that. And quick question. This is for either one of y'all. What exactly is a rehydration clause? What is that?
Where you
So
can't go a certain weight.
yeah. So when it say like with Ryan Garcia, the weight the catch weight was 136.
Okay.
With a rehydration clause, it was a 10-pound rehydration clause on it. So he can't on the day of the fight, even though he'll come in and weigh at 136 the day before. On the day of the fight, he can't weigh over 146. That's the 10
What?
pounds he got to rehydrate.
What?
Huh?
Damn. I mean, I really didn't know that. That's kind of.
Now he did the
Damn.
same thing with Mario Barrios. They weighed in at 140. Mario Barrios couldn't come over. He couldn't come in to the fight weighing over 150 pounds because of the 10-pound rehydration clause. Now the IBF, respectfully, the IBF does this. This is a standard practice by the IBF. They're gonna hold you to a 10-pound weight clause regardless. I would ask y'all to go listen to Richardson Hitches talk about this a couple days ago, and him saying that he don't want to fight with even with him being at 140. He was like, "Bro, I'm not trying to fight for the IBF belt because I only got 10 pounds to come into. I only got 10 pounds to rehydrate to, and I'm gonna rehydrate more, which most fighters are. I'm gonna rehydrate more than those 10 pounds. So that's why you see a lot of times when fighters fight for belts, they go for the WBA, the WBO, the WBC. They kind of stay away from the IBF unless they unifying because of that rehydration loss.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Damn.
That's crazy.
Well, I do think. I think Shakur Stevenson versus Tank is an easier fight to make. Honestly, I think they should make that shit happen.
Yeah, they should make it happen. Is it gonna happen? Tanko's gonna end up taking a warm up. Why should I tell you? He'll take some type of warm up fight before he do anything.
Hey, quick question. What's the update on the Terrence Crawford versus Spence rematch? Are they actually fighting again or no?
Shit, I hope so, but I don't know, man. They taking all day.
Yeah, it's kind of like the first time. Shit.
Well,
Like,
but if you listen to Bud, he already brought it out and said that you know, technically he's contractually obligated to rematch Spence. Um, I think Spence is looking for the fight to happen at 54,
it makes sense
and
at 50.
I agree. I think it makes sense for both of them at
Unless
54.
they want to fight Boots for the other belt.
Well, well, I don't think ain't too many people trying to fight Boots. Ain't too many people trying to fight. Respectfully, and hey, I love Boots. I'm a Boots fan. But ain't too many people trying to fight that young man. That man is special. So,
Yeah,
you know,
he pressing, bro.
he's special, bro. He's special. But and it's crazy because I think that Boots, I put Devin as well in that category. I had Shakur in the category until Shakur's last performance. I gotta reevaluate what I'm seeing from Shakur. And but I think, man, a lot of these guys, even Devin, he was talking about after being Regis, he wanted to move up to 47. He wanted to fight a Barrios or a Keith Thurman. One thing I
Yeah.
did is that he ain't going. He moved up in weight to fight Regis. He not moving up in weight, going straight after Boots.
Hey, I
And
think I think he better be careful. That 147 been the deepest division for a long time. He go up there, he run into Boots. He ain't got nothing for Boots, man.
but see, once again, Boots fall into that IBF category where if you go straight after Boots, you can't rehydrate the way that you would normally rehydrate it. David Benavidez, when he made weight for his last fight, the man rehydrated 23 pounds according to the WBC. According to Maurice, Devin Haney rehydrated 20 pounds in his last fight. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, they draining themselves to make weight. And so when they rehydrate, they sparring on a regular basis 20, 30 pounds heavier than what they're going to fight at. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
so I think that the IBF rehydration clause, it does stop a lot of fighters for going. And what you can do is you win a belt and then you go challenge the IBF champion. But
Yep.
when you challenge them, you say we fighting under the WBC rules, we fighting under the WBO rules, we fighting under these rules, we fighting under IBF rules, and even Teofimo Lopez. I mean, all of them. This is how they operate because of that 10-pound rehydration clause that the IBF does have.